Okay, now I'm going to go ahead and use the DI containers. I'll use the Ninject in order to basically, instead of using this people viewer, it will be used as our startup, like a bootstrapper. So in order to do that, I'll go ahead and add another solution folder, call it DI containers. And here we'll go ahead and add our Ninject, which is in our and it's very similar to our application bootstrapper that we created, except here we're going to use a bootstrapper and I don't know why it's already on in this example, but I'll go ahead and remove these lines of code just to leave it, redo it. So we have configure container and compose objects. First we need to go ahead and add a using statement for our Ninject, and then in our configure container, this is where first we need to instantiate the container, but we can go ahead and assign it up here. It's a kernel, ikernel, and we can call it container, and here we do container, and we instantiate it before we can do anything with it. We say equals new standard kernel, and this is where we do the magical binding, container.bind, and we bind our iPerson repository to let's type our service repository, and we can make it a singleton. In singleton scope, meaning there's only going to be one instance instantiated. So once we bind it in our compose objects, this is where we send it, and we also use application.current main window, and now we do container, and we get people viewer window, and basically using this container we've just done the same thing that we've done when we did it manually in our people viewer application here, where we had to instantiate first SQL repository, and then we got a people window, and then pass it to current window using this people window.